decided to do 21 questions for my 21st birthday. Okay. I'm ready. I'm ready. Here, we have 21 questions. Question number 1. Is your life what your 12-year-old self imagined? I was in 6th grade, 7th grade, and 12-year-old me wasn't sure what we wanted. We just knew we wanted to be happy. So am I where I imagined? No. I thought I would be in college. I thought I would be graduating college and getting a job and traveling to France. Okay, so what are my dreams? I have big dreams. Big dreams. But they're dreams. I'm supposed to dream big, even if it's like unreasonable. I have a dream to help people. I think that's what I care about most, is helping people. And if you don't know what you're doing, you could get hurt. You could hurt yourself. Even if you give everything you have to other people, that'd be great. You'll feel happy, but I wouldn't have what I need. So my dream is to one day have enough. My dream is to someday have enough money to open a large shelter space for women who want to change their lives. I want a mansion, and I want some little communities for that cause. That is a big dream of mine, to help those people. Another dream I have is to travel a lot and learn how to cook and bake. I really love trees and wooden walkways and stuff, so I just want to travel a lot of places where I can go on calm walks with rivers. My next question is, what are your goals? My biggest goal and focus right now is to be completely dependent on myself, financially, emotionally, physically dependent on myself. I feel insecure. Another goal is to be secure in myself, to know myself, trust myself. That's more on the healing side of things, to be sure of who I am and still open to the world. Another goal is to have an income that I solely provide for myself. On top of having a job, I want to have, a store, a boutique, social media income. Question number 4, what are my plans? So goal 1, being independent. The plan is to get a job, save money, get a license. I want to get a teaching degree. That way I can move pretty much anywhere and probably need a teacher. The next goal is to have my own shop, boutique, and income, and the plan is to learn and practice social media marketing skills, be consistent with my accounts, post things that I'm proud of consistently. Things like getting my license, it's like I gotta get a permit, learn how to drive, practice, little things like that. That's my plan. What has life been like since graduating high school? I like to think that things that I was supposed to be learning in high school about myself, coming of age kind of stuff, that's what I've been doing since high school, the last 3 years.
It's Thanksgiving night, so there's noise, but it's not really that big of a deal, I hope.
What is one lesson learned that helped you since turning 20? It's okay for things to be imperfect. It's something that you can always work on, and just because something's not perfect now, or I have a problem with it now, doesn't mean it isn't good how it is, and it also doesn't mean that it's not fixable.
And it also doesn't mean that it's not already perfect and I just can't see it,
Question number 7, what do I value? I really value patience in myself. I think patience for me is staying calm, breathing, being quiet if I have to, until I can come to terms with what is and figure out how to move forward with myself. I also value honesty and openness together. Whatever the case was, every time someone was honest with me, I was able to look into myself and heal. If someone tells me their honest opinion about me and it's untrue about myself, then I can let it go. But I appreciate the opportunity to look inside myself and see what can be fixed. Question number 8, how does it feel to turn 21? It feels like I'm stepping into adulthood. Turning 18 felt like stepping into the freedom to make my own choices, and turning 21 is like, I understand myself, I made those choices, and I know what I want, and I'm ready to work for it. You know, people say a lot of different things, give a lot of different advice, but now that I know myself, I know what is true and untrue for me, and their advice is what's true for them. I've learned to take from the world and turn it into my own. Turning 21 just feels like security in myself to be able to do things like that. Question number 9. What would you tell your 18-year-old self? Be careful to trust your own decisions because you'll never get hurt in the way that you do if you trust your own decisions. And don't let people that you like influence your decisions. And if you're unsure of something, even while you're doing it, maybe just stop doing it. You don't have to be afraid. It's okay if you are, but don't let your fear make you get hurt in the end. Number 10, what parts of your childhood are still in you today? I'm still very clingy. I still love being loved, and I love giving love. And I tried to deny that for a few years, for a while, probably all through high school and middle school, because my dog died probably.
But I think that just hurt me, and now, finally, in the past year, I've been able to connect with the side of me that just loves love. Something else I still have in me from my childhood is
the longing for acceptance, which I'm working on, because I don't need acceptance from people who don't want to accept me. I'm still holding on to like the fear of abandonment and the fear of failure, fear of embarrassment.
I'm feeling really tired and lazy. So, the next question is,
Number 11, did your 20th birthday wish come true? Yes. I'm looking at my phone, I'm looking at the questions.
questions.
What am I willing to sacrifice to achieve this year? I'm willing to sacrifice the comfort of living in my fears to make my dreams a reality. What advice can I give myself for bad days? To breathe and to be careful with how you act in the world. Be careful with what you say, be careful with how you carry yourself and who you talk to, how you allow yourself to think. Breathe and be careful. It's part of the outfit. Question number 14. What has your biggest struggle been at 20? I'm not sure if I should say something I've completely worked through or something that I'm still struggling with. I didn't really understand the concept and what to do, and I've never practiced this before, is taking the blame and putting the blame on me, taking responsibility in every situation. If my mom yells at me, I'm responsible for how I react, and I'm also responsible for what she's yelling at me for. I'm responsible to make the situation calm. I can't expect anyone else to do it, because that would be me trying to control other people or wanting other people to do what I want instead of just doing it myself, changing myself, making the situation safe for me, and also being considerate of other people.
one of my biggest struggles is learning how to take responsibility for my actions and reactions.
No excuses. What are my biggest pet peeves? I'm gonna say is being a hypocrite, like being judgmental and a hypocrite. Are you really gonna sit here and judge me for something that you do all the time? I mean, I'm pretty sure my pet peeves are a reflection of the things I hate most in myself, so that's fine, that's probably fine. Another pet peeve I have is being ignored, especially when someone started conversating with me first and then they either cut me off and change the subject when I respond, or they don't listen to my response before they respond, so they're not understanding what I'm saying and getting mad at me for it. It's being ignored, not being listened to is a big pet peeve of mine. Not communicating what you're really thinking in a timely manner, or communicating what you're really thinking but just to get your way, or to yell at someone, or to get your anger out. Big pet peeve. What's something that never fails to make me happy? Number 16, something that never fails to make me happy. This is cheesy, but my boyfriend's smile. If they want to be around you, blah, blah, blah. I just love my dogs. They always make me happy. Always. What makes a good life? Patience, communication, alone time, and understanding and an acceptance of yourself. Understanding what changing your mindset to positive means. Being very mindful in the moment. When someone's irritating me, I'm pretty sure they know it. And I don't think it's wrong for someone to know that I'm irritated with them. If they're mature and someone that's safe to be around, they should be able to handle that you're irritated with them. And either respect that or accept the consequences of not respecting that. And you, knowing that you're irritated, need to know how to act, how to be calm, how to be patient, how to understand that this emotion you're feeling doesn't deserve to be negatively let out on another person. So, practicing that, lots of practice makes a good life, all that stuff. I think, right now in my life, that's what I think. I'm putting a little heart next to when I answer the question. What if I dance? Question number 18. How do you think other people would describe you? People describe me as quiet. I think people would describe me as awkward, unpredictable. I'm like a walking contradiction, and I think people would describe me in contradicting ways. Like, yeah, she's really quiet, but she's also really loud. At midnight today, this sweater is no longer something I care for. Alright, next question. What made me feel most alive over the last year? When have I felt most like myself? During yoga or after yoga, my body was strong but also relaxed. It was an easy way for me to push myself past my limits without hurting myself. It was easy to do when I'm out of breath because I can pause for a bit or do a different kind of stretch. And so it helped me feel alive when I didn't feel anything, and when I did feel alive, it helped me channel all of that extra energy in a healthy way. So I think yoga is a really basic answer to say that made me feel most alive, but it did. Usually when I'm in a singing mood, when I'm actually at a point where I'm trying to stop myself from singing and I just keep humming and singing, that's usually when I feel most myself. What inspires you to keep going and not give up? Question number 20. What inspires you to keep going and not give up? I'm inspired by the growth that I've already seen, the person I used to be. Since I turned 18, I was a sad person, but after that, I was disconnected completely from life. Because some Something pretty traumatic and stressful happened when I was 17. Something small that really changed the direction of my life, so I was highly stressed, and after that I was disconnected. I was just doing things to do them, chasing freedom because I felt so trapped in the lives of the people around me, and I felt like I couldn't be happy if I was around these people, and felt like it was impossible to be happy when I know that these people don't truly care about me based on the way that that situation was handled. So I was a bad person. Not on purpose, but I mean, I could be cruel, I could be very selfish.
So unaware of my decisions that everyone is avoiding me. And so focused on not being a burden that I won't let someone help me. You know, just being so in myself and not seeing that the world around me isn't always trying to hurt me or trying to find something to use against me and stuff like that. Yeah.
The last question is, am I happy with my life right now?